Louisa.
Good morning, SKN. I'm Jamie Morris.
And I'm Kortensia.
We begin by looking at the weather. It's going to be mostly sunny skies with a high of 88 degrees and a low of 68 degrees Fahrenheit today. So no lottery win for me. No. We're out of the 70s into the 60s, just the way I like it. Great day ahead.
That's going to be a little hot.
Yeah, it's going to be a little hot.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the show or are you talking about the weather?
The show will always be hot, but I mean the weather's going to be hot.
Okay, there you go. So the weather's going to match up, right? Yes, so it's going to be a pleasant morning. Definitely a pleasant morning indeed. And the latest.
CFBC hosts second author forum to celebrate World's Book and Copyright Day. This from Win Media. There's me taking him story number 2 again. The publishing industry is currently facing upheavals because of the digital transformation of the traditional medium, which was compounded by COVID-19 when revenues fell, amplifying the vulnerability of authors and booksellers like other creative professionals across the value chain, according to Ms. Audrey Azoulay, Director General of UNESCO. The Director General made those remarks in her statement commemorating World Book and Copyright Day on Saturday, April the 23rd. Dorothy Warner, Secretary General for the St. Kitts and Nevis National Commission for UNESCO, presented the full remarks by the Director General in an address. On the local front, the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College, CFBC, on Monday, April 25th at 5 p.m. hosted its second author forum, end quote, in celebration of books, end quote. Paying tributes to books, authors, reading and writing, a mini book fair where patrons met authors and spoke to them about their work was hosted before the forum from 3:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m.
All the excitement about the books.
I know, and the authors and the autographs.
Oh yeah, definitely. You planning to writing?
Who knows? Next few years, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, you'll remember this moment.
Will.
All right, we're moving on to our second story. Long-standing members laud Nevis Cooperative Credit Union. This from MSSKN. Active long-standing members of the Nevis Cooperative Credit Union, NCCU Limited, which is celebrating its 50th anniversary, are giving thanks that their credit union has not only served them well, but it has at the same time contributed to the country's economic development. Celebrating under the theme Consistency, Financial Security, and Serving the Community, 50 Years of Development and Prosperity, the credit union, which is We apologize for that brief glitch in that story. So, a Care Packages Subcommittee was put in place and has been tasked with the responsibility of identifying long-standing members who will benefit each month during the year. For the months January to March, 4 members received the care packages each month. One of the 2 coordinators of the Care Packages Subcommittee, administrative assistant in the Administration and Human Resource Department, Ms. Tamara Johnson said, quote, "On Thursday, April 21st, we presented care packages to 5 of our long-standing members, a departure from what we did in the first 3 months, where 4 members were honored each month." It's always great when we talk about giving back to society, especially in terms of care packages. That's one of the easiest things that I think we can do, and it's one of the ways that we can show appreciation.
Indeed. And care packages are always welcome.
Yeah.
Any little that you can give.
And they're celebrating 50, the longest standing.
Half of 100.
Yeah, exactly. Half of 100. Great.
We continue now with story number 3. Warner Park to host week 1 of a CPL. This from SKN Vibes. The Federation will be hosting the opening leg of the 2022 Caribbean Premier League CPL season when it gets underway at the end of August, as the organizers have been slowly releasing details of this year's tournament. St. Kitts and Nevis is one of the 4 territories outlined to stage this year's event, along with Guyana, St. Lucia, and Trinidad and Tobago. Warner Park was the venue for the 2021 edition of the tournament, where the home side St. Kitts Nevis Patriots was successful in claiming its first title. This year, however, the organizers have decided to move the tournament around the territories, and Warner Park will only host matches. Those matches will be played between August 30th and September. According to the statement from the CPL, and the Patriots would play 4 games at the venue. Commenting on the decision, Pete Russell, Hero CPL CEO, said, and quote, "The 2021 Hero CPL was an enormous success, and we were hugely grateful to the government and people of St. Kitts and Nevis, who were fabulous hosts. Warner Park is a fantastic venue, and we are very excited to be back there as the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots get their championship defense on the way in front of a home crowd," end quote.
You're getting your root on?
Getting my root on. I still have my mask, so I'm going to be getting my root on come August 30th.
All right, I want to see you hold a cricket bat. We'll see how we can work that into this segment. We'll see if we work something out. All right, that's it for the latest. For now, we'll continue in a moment. Everyone, stay tuned.
Consuming foods like bananas, potatoes, and dried peas and beans, such as lentils and kidney beans, contains potassium, which helps to reduce salt in the body. Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart, and always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water, or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
Welcome back to the latest in regional news. Guyana to receive more than US $100 million from the sale of crude oil. This from CMC. The Guyana government says it has received its first entitlement lift of the unit gold crude from the Liza Unity Floating Production Storage and Offloading FPSO production platform. It said the forecasted price for this first of the unit gold crude for Guyana is US $106 per barrel. A government statement confirmed that the usual lifting entitlement amount of 1 million barrels of oil had been loaded over the weekend onto the vessel MV Demetrios. The first cargo of Guyana's lifting entitlement was sold to ExxonMobil Sales and Supply LLC following a competitive bidding process by the 5 companies, inclusive of the covertures of the Starboard Block. According to the government statement, quote, the ExxonMobil affiliate bid was the best on the pricing differential for the crude, and this lift will incur no marketing fee by the lifter. This lift is a one-off arrangement for the company. The government of Guyana will be working to ensure that Guyana receives the best price for each cargo from both the Liza and Unity Gold crudes. End quote. So there is some money for Guyana.
I wonder if we are going to get a share.
You want to share?
Get a share.
You want a share of that money? Are you in crude?
I don't have to be included.
Are you crude?
My nationality entitles me to a share.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, there you go. There you go. Guys, you heard it here first, okay?
We continue now with international news. Macron defeats Le Pen in French election. Promises change. This from Al Jazeera. French President Emmanuel Macron has won a second term in office, defeating his far-right rival Marine Le Pen by a comfortable margin in a runoff election. His supporters erupted with joy on Sunday as the results appeared on a giant screen at Champs de Mars Park by the Eiffel Tower. Leaders in Berlin, Brussels, London, and beyond welcome his defeat of the nationalist Eurosceptic Le Pen. With nearly all votes counted, Macron was on course for a solid 58.6% of the vote. According to Interior Ministry figures, Le Pen, the candidate of the far-right National Rally Party, Resemblance National or RN, received 41.4% of the votes, the highest in her 3 unsuccessful presidential bids. In his victory speech, Macron acknowledged that many had only voted for him just to keep Le Pen out and promised to address the sense of many French that their living standards are slipping. The 44-year-old said, and quote, many in this country voted for me not because they support my ideas, but to keep out those of the far right. I want to thank them, and I know I owe them a debt in the years to come, end quote. He also promised to address the, end quote, anger and disagreements that led many French voters choosing the extreme right, saying, end quote, this will be my responsibility and that those around me, end quote. Pledging to be a president for all, he continued, end quote, no one in France will be left by the wayside, end quote.
That definitely explains his humongous grin. Congratulations to him indeed.
Yep. President Macron has emerged the winner. So there you have it for the latest today in news. We will be right back after this brief commercial break with Echo. Stay tuned.
As a hypertensive patient, in my home, I reduce salt intake by not adding salt during the preparation of my food, not having a salt shaker on my table, limiting the consumption of salty snacks, and choosing products with low sodium content. That's why I am Salt Smart.
You see that new boy that just joined the school last week? He brought me a chocolate this morning because I showed him the way home from school yesterday.
You like him?
No, he's just my friend. Plus, he is my neighbor. He asked me if we can walk home together for lunch tomorrow, and I told him yes.
I don't like these big boys. They tend to like to touch girls without your consent.
What do you mean by consent?
It's when one person agrees to give permission to another person to do something.
He is cute though. Guys, you won't believe what happened the other day with the new boy from school.
What happened?
The other day, while walking home with the new guy, he followed me into my house. I thought it was okay because he seemed friendly and respectful. So I turned on the TV and offered him a soda. We sat in the chair together. Then he leaned over and kissed me. I was so shocked I sat up straight and asked him why he did that. He said he thought I liked him. I told him not in that way.
What? Girl, you should have never allowed him inside your parents' home. My parents will be very angry if they meet any boys in our home plus kissing me.
Guys, we don't need to be burdened down with teen pregnancy and relationship problems at this time. Boys need to understand that girls are not sex objects.
Remember, you have the right to consent to every activity being performed, from holding hands to anything more, and to change your mind at any time. If your partner does not respect your wishes, this also is a form of abuse. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
No cash, no card, no problem. Jad, embrace the freedom.
Children, how can you tell a tsunami coming?
Teacher me.
Sammy?
My mother said when uncle jump in the pool and the water spoosh out, that's how you tell a tsunami coming.
Settle down, children, settle down. Do you remember our tsunami song?
Yes!
Mommy, Uncle not here and the other shake.
Hush your mouth.
Daddy, Uncle not here and the sea gone.
Who cares? You don't see all them free fish? Quick, give me the bag.
This is how you tell a tsunami I come. Teacher says so. I would have failed in school, you know.
Sammy, come, let me go. They would have failed anyhow. Let me run, see Sammy.
Salt is an important part of the human diet, but most of us consume more than we realize.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. It's World Intellectual Property Day. I was going to say yay, you know, it's World Intellectual Property Day, yay. All right, so this day is dedicated to raising awareness of how patents, copyright, trademarks, and designs impact on daily life, and to celebrate creativity and the contribution made by creators and innovators to the development of societies across the globe. Today we have the pleasure of speaking with two women from the Eastern Caribbean Collective Organization for Music Rights. That's the ECCO Incorporated, Director Vanaldorine Francis and Agent Grace Richardson. Welcome to Good Morning SKN, ladies.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, so we're talking all about intellectual property rights. We're talking about music, and we're in a creative space, obviously, in St. Kitts and Nevis as well. So for those who may not appreciate what the benefit of intellectual property rights are, what can you tell us?
Okay, well, we're talking about creations of the mind. You have an idea in your head, and then what you want to do is commercialize it. You're going to express it in a form that it can be transmitted to the public. So if you're talking about an artist who does a piece of work, original piece of work, you're talking about somebody who does a musical piece. It could be somebody who does a musical piece with lyrics and a melody. It could be somebody who is a composer who just has a melody and an instrument is playing the melody. An architect, their designs are covered under copyright. Dramatic works, film works, those things are covered by copyright. It's also important to note that if you are going to go into business, an extension of that is that you're going to try to brand your creativity. So you're talking about trademarks in that respect. In terms of copyright, you don't have to register for your copyright to be established. All you have to do is to produce your original work in a form that it can be transmitted or viewed by the public, and then it's copyrighted. There's nothing extra that you have to do. In terms of trademarks, no, you definitely have to register your trademark. And for that, in St. Kitts and Nevis, you have to go to the Intellectual Property Office and have a talk with the registrar, persons in the office, Jan Williams and her staff, about registering your trademark.
Oh, that's a lot.
So normally, somebody who produces something that is copyrightable and they want to commercialize it, they should definitely take the next step and look into trademarking their brand.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yes, yes.
So they're not still.
Question, is your logo trademarked?
Is our logo trademarked?
Yes, yes.
That's a really good question. When we talk to management, I'm pretty sure it is. If not, we'll have a conversation off.
Yeah, we definitely. Yes. Okay, very important. So in terms of music, why it is so important is that if you look at nearly everything that goes on, let me extend it to audio, not just to music. Audio forms the basis of much of what we do in life, whether for leisure or for business. So when you look at the power of music and the power of audio, that is the basis of a lot. You can't have a film without music or audio, right? Persons who are doing live events, bars, cafes, etc., hotels, you can't have that thing happening. Suppose you have an artist on stage performing and there's no music. What sense is that? So music forms the basis of a lot of what we do. So in terms of copyright and intellectual property and the whole business aspect of it, the foundation, what you have to do first is to organize and clear the rights for the music part of everything. 'Cause that's the foundation of what you're doing.
I have to say, when I think of music, of being in the media and music space myself, I'm thinking copyright is something that we hear about coming from other countries when we know that we can't use or we should not use.
Right. But we still do.
And the thing we have to remember is even that though we think it's coming from another country, we have a Copyright Act in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Right.
And yes, we do. And the Berne Convention is something that we signed on to a long time ago, and we are bound to protect not only the rights of our creators, but the creators of all the signatories of the Berne Convention, which is practically the whole world. So when I go out and do what I have to do when I monitor for music, I don't monitor just for the music that is created by persons from St. Kitts or Nevis or the Eastern Caribbean. I have to monitor for everybody.
This is so very interesting. Kortensia, is it not?
I know.
This is very
And you see, you need to understand
so you can St. Kitts alone.
No.
And you need to think about the collaborations as well. Okay, for example, she may be from Antigua, I may be from the BVI. I compose the track, and she actually writes the song. And then you may have someone else who, like you may go on stage and actually perform the works. So what gets, where people get confused is that they think that the person on stage is actually the one that created the works, and they own full copyright of those works. And it is not that is mainly not the case.
This is deep.
It is very deep, but I want to know if you are able to tell us some of the things that you look for when you're monitoring.
Okay, so first of all, what I should look for is that the person or entity putting on the event or playing the music is licensed. You have to have a license because remember this, the artist or the recording that you're using of the musicians and the singers on that recording, right? Remember, they are not necessarily the ones who wrote the material. So you have to separate the persons performing from the material. So what we are actually protecting is not necessarily the person, but the body of work.
The body of work, exactly.
Right.
Because who are involved in that work.
So you might find that I have a song and my artist is performing that song, but there were 12 songwriters on that song, including a music publisher or whatever. So I am looking to the rights of those people, not necessarily the artist on stage. I'm only concerned with the artist on stage if they played a part in writing the works. So who we represent are songwriters and music publishers.
Indeed.
So I mean, is it fair for an artist to go on stage and sing everybody else's work that they created and the writers don't get anything? No. So that's what the license covers. It covers all of the works that are created, and that would include the live performance on stage and anything that's recorded. The creators get their payments from the license fee. So I look for that first. Unfortunately, we know the case in the Eastern Caribbean. We have a huge battle. A huge uphill battle. There's a lot of non-compliance. So the next thing I do is I look at the roster of artists, because what I have to do is to get performance logs to these people. So these people perform, and then when they perform, the logs are filled out. Normally I go and track down the artists themselves to put in the information, or the managers of the artists to get that information. And then I submit that to our ECHO office in St. Lucia, that's where the headquarters is. And then what they do is they go through it with in more detail to identify the actual songwriters. And they could be songwriters from the USA or anywhere in the world. And then the revenue that is paid, the license fee that is paid, is portioned according to the number of artists and the works. And then it gets sent to the different societies.
Distributed to the different
societies around the
rights
world.
holders.
Around the world.
All right, so for creators in St. Kitts and Nevis, it's a great time to be creative, especially with you on the ground here.
Once your material is being played and you're registered, that's another issue.
All right, well, we'll talk about that more when we come back. More Good Morning SKN in a moment, everyone. Stay tuned.
I'm here St. Kitts, Nevis. You don't know if I must represent for the Ministry of Health. Yeah. Respect the COVID protocols. In a time like this, all for one for all. St. Kitts Nevis. Don't forget your mask. Wear it everywhere you go. Sanitize before and after everything you do. Cause you never know what's on the surface of the places you go. Maintain a safe social distance between me and you. Keep calm and stay focused. Don't be a fool, seek the facts first. And boost your immune system up. Don't wanna lose no more of us. Mask up, furlough, sanitize, observe the protocols all about. Be wise. Mask up, furlough, sanitize. Me family fitting boat. And you.
Blessed love and greetings. This is Infamous, and I am here to encourage every Kittitian and Nivision to remember that we have our part to play in the fight against COVID-19. So sanitize, wear your face mask, practice social distancing, and go and get vaccinated. For me no know about you, but me love think it's bad. Easy no man.
Welcome back. We are continuing our discussion with the members of the Eastern Caribbean Collective Organization for Music Rights, Director Vernalderine Francis and Agent Grace Richardson. So Grace, you were telling us during the break about the difference between
public performance licensing and mechanical licensing. Okay, so now when an event promoter has or any establishment plays music, whether there's a live band or whatever, or there's a recorded version, you're giving a performance to the public, right? The public can hear it. So that's a public performance, whether it is live or recorded. Now, in the age of the internet, we have mechanical license, which has become very important, more important, because when you look at mechanical licensing, you're looking at something quantifiable. So you can identify how many persons have interacted with the material. So when you put something online, you can count the number of views.
Example, YouTube.
Right. When you sell something by download, right, you can identify how many people have bought, right? So that's where the mechanical license comes in. It's quantifiable, and there's a rate per copy or per view that is charged. And that goes to the songwriter or the publisher of the material. So it doesn't go to the person who did the recording, it's a right that goes to the publishing side, the songwriting side. So, for example, you see around the Caribbean a lot of radio stations who broadcast AM, FM in their territory, but now they have put their material online. That's a whole different kettle of fish going on there. Because for the radio station to broadcast AM, FM, that's the public performance licensing. But once you put that material and you start to stream it and the views are countable, then you're talking about the activation of a mechanical license that's payable.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yes.
So no automatic thing here, you need to be licensed.
That's right, you need to be licensed. And the thing is, when you put your stuff out on the internet, you put just fair game, because everybody can see that you're infringing.
Exactly.
Good point.
Yeah.
Very good point.
Something that I would like to mention is that you find that DJs on radio stations, they tend to go to YouTube channels and play the music. That in itself is actually robbing the creative who may have had that channel up, who may have posted that work on YouTube from a view. So you have multiple individuals listening to that particular track from YouTube. it could be 100, but it's only going to be counted as one view. So, I mean, you have to really break it down and understand how you're infringing and how you're actually robbing the creatives from the royalties.
I hear you talking about infringement, and in my mind, I go straight to enforcement. Because it seems as if no penalties would ensue, then people will continue to infringe. So as part of your work, how do you go about educating and addressing that?
We have been doing this for quite a while with the Intellectual Property Office and the staff. We have been back and forth between St. Kitts and Nevis, and we have also been doing like workshops over the years. But I find that I don't know if it is persons are accustomed to doing things the old way and they don't want to change, but we have had challenges. There's some people who generally don't understand because it's not easy to understand. So you have to find ways to break it down. But there's some people who know what to do as usual and they don't do what they're supposed to do. They
find comfort in pretending to be ignorant,
right?
In other words.
And that's the reality on the ground. So what is happening now is that we're still trying to push ahead. And so what we're going to be doing is working with the Ministry of Entertainment and help them to get some information out there.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
One of the things that comes to mind as you say that we're having this discussion is whenever we put any material on the internet, but there's an intro or anything like that, you're thinking, I'd much rather go with an original production just to be safe. I'd much rather make sure that I can tap into local artists here to be safe. I think that generates some economic revenue. Is that part of your goal?
It's a different license altogether. Well, two different types of licensing, depending on what it is you want to use the works for. For example, if it's a video ad, then you'd have to acquire a synchronization license from the creative themselves. And if it is a radio ad, then it is a transcription license. And that is something that you pay directly to the creative. It's not something that goes through ECHO.
Okay.
So we only become involved when the public can view it, become it afterwards.
Right.
Or hear it.
So your ad would then go on a radio station or a TV station, and the license that a TV station or radio station would have paid would go towards the distribution to the royalties for that work. But before that, you have to obtain the license from the creative to synchronize or to add their musical works to your production.
You're like the secret agents of music. You're working behind.
Yes, it's very involved. It's very involved.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
So we don't get any sleep.
We don't?
No, we don't get any pay.
You look well rested then.
This is a thankless job.
Yes, it's voluntary.
Yeah, it's primarily voluntary. People think that, they must be making a whole heap. No, it doesn't work like that.
No.
No.
We are creatives as well.
Yes.
In order to be a member of ECHO, you have to be a creative. So we are, emotionally invested as well because it is representing ourselves as well, and we are paying it forward to the other creatives in St. Kitts.
So we are songwriters,
right,
as well, and our company, Ruku, we are a publishing member of ECHO.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So that explains your involvement indeed. You might have said it before, but I'm going to ask anyway for personalization reasons. Where do you see this going? What do you want to accomplish in the end from your involvement in ECHO?
We want, well, as I tell persons, it's a selfish reason for us because, of course, our business has to prosper. And this is the environment that we work in. We have to make sure that things are licensed so we can benefit as a company. But when I go out and speak to all of those young persons in St. Kitts, and there are a lot of them, right, who are involved in music and video.
So a lot of them.
There are a lot of them, I can tell you for sure, there are a lot of them. I want to make sure that they can strive from doing that only and not have to go to a day job. That's my goal, yes.
But that's not selfish at all.
Well, that's the point. That's the point, because we have to help in order for for the industry to grow. If we don't, we're just going to be stagnant. And the thing is, it also involves us having to have meetings 10 o'clock in the evening, going...
Evening, you say?
People
sorry.
I get
people
you.
come at 2 o'clock in the morning. Those
Yes,
I
yes.
understand this. No sleep.
Exactly, and it's different types of individuals. Sometimes you go in smelling one way and come out smelling another way, if you understand what I'm saying. But it's just being able to come down to a level and speak to them and let them understand, okay, listen, this is an industry that you can tap into, but we have to build it. You have to understand what it is you're getting into in terms of the music business, and you have to pay it forward as well. So when we speak to individuals, it's in a way that we want them to start to explain to others. And if they need to have any sort of clarification, then they can always call on myself or Grace.
Well, please let us know how we can do that.
Okay, and then we're looking at the road to the future, because everything is digital now.
Exactly.
So one of the things that we have to ensure is that we have to ensure that our young people can benefit from NFTs, get into the crypto market to sell their those kinds of things. Because if we're not headed in that direction, we're not going anywhere, because that's where the music industry is going. Blockchain, crypto, NFTs, that's where the music industry is going.
I want to ask you clarification, NFT.
Non-fungible token.
Ooh.
So you're looking at producing a digital asset that you're going to sell, you're going to trade to make money. So you're going to make your song into an NFT. You might bundle it with a little video or an image or whatever, but the basis of it is the blockchain and being able to collect cryptocurrency for the sale of that, the trade of that NFT. And that's where the world is going. If you look at some articles now on news articles on any of those websites like Yahoo or whatever, you're going to realize that there's some young persons who, like 12 years old, 13 years old, they're making millions of dollars from NFTs right now. And that is where our young people should be headed. But the problem with our region is that our laws have to catch up with the reality.
Yes.
We're behind, you know.
The Eastern Caribbean is a treasure chest. Trust me, it is.
It is a chest that needs to be pushed forward.
Right.
Well, the only persons, the pirates have found us.
Why don't we let our viewers know how they can get in touch with you before we let you go?
Okay, so the ECHO website, my information is on the ECHO website. My telephone number is 762-7139. St. Kitts, sorry. So echorights.com is the site, or .org is the site. And my ECHO email address is st.kits@echorights.com.
Okay, great.
And mine is vanaldoreen@echorights.com. And should I say my number? 763-1117.
Very easy to remember as well.
Yes.
Ladies, thank you so much for coming and enlightening us. I wish we had more time, because this clearly is a conversation that we can have.
would be more than happy to come back and go more in depth concerning copyright, yes. And other things, yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
More Good Morning SKN in a moment, everyone. Stay tuned.
Bless up, Dejo here, and I'm doing my part in the fight against COVID-19 by following all safety protocols and, most importantly, rolling up my sleeve for the vaccine. So I'm encouraging you to do the same, because that's our best shot of protecting ourselves, our family, and our friends. So don't wait, vaccinate. Let's roll up to roll out.
It's only just a phase. Once we're vaccinated, and everybody gonna be safe. Everybody gonna be one kind, one people. We are roll up to roll up, cause no man's alone. Do what's right, cause I love you, brother, my sister, and we're in this together, my sister, my brother. I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much. I think it's better for us, yeah. It's better for us. Hey, I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much, yeah. It's better for us. Tell your mommy to roll up to roll out.
You ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I coming Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are in the exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, don't want to run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Consuming excess salt can lead to heart attack, high blood pressure, and even stroke, and other health-related conditions such as kidney disease.
Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water, or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
If you're just joining us, you are watching Good Morning SKN. It is time for our Day in History segment. On this day, the 26th April in 1954, the Salk polio vaccine fields trial began. What is polio? Polio is an infectious disease that has existed since ancient times and is caused by a virus. It occurs most commonly in children and can result in paralysis. The disease reached epidemic proportions throughout the first half of the 20th century. What do you know about polio, Jamie?
Not much.
Me either.
Other than the name, to be honest, and what you just read about it.
Yeah.
Did not know much about it, and I guess that's because the vaccine was effective.
Yeah, and we got polio vaccines as babies. I don't know, I think they scared our parents into giving us vaccines. Yeah, I think I think we were all vaccinated for that.
I don't remember.
They had this...
You think you were scared about that? Scared into getting vaccinated?
They scared our parents into vaccinating us because our parents think, oh my God, if my kid don't have this vaccine, this is going to happen to them, that's going to happen to them, because they always promote vaccines as prevention against stuff that is going to happen. Yeah. But I always used to hear commercials on the radio about getting the polio vaccines to prevent birth defects and all sort of stuff.
Okay, so you know quite a bit about it.
Heard of it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say I know quite a bit about it.
Okay, well, definitely more than me, so disclaimer, given our last conversation. All right, so the man behind the original vaccine was New York-born physician and epidemiologist Jonas Salk. He was born in 1914 and he died in 1995. Salk's work on an anti-influenza vaccine in the 1940s while at the University of Michigan School of Public Health led him in 1952 at the University of Pittsburgh to develop the inactivated polio vaccine, that is the IPV, based on a killed virus strain of the disease. The 1954 field trials that followed, the largest in U.S. history at the time, were led by Salk's former University of Michigan colleague, Dr. Thomas Francis Jr. And there we have the shots of children getting vaccinated. And they're all black. Children getting vaccinated.
See what I said about scaring our parents into vaccinating us?
Yeah. Yeah, it began.
And then we have some of color. Because I guess our parents was like, no, I have to prevent my children from getting this.
Right.
Yeah. So I think you were vaccinated against polio too. You should find out.
Yeah, I have to check my cards. Yeah.
Children in the United States, Canada, and Finland participate in the trials, which use the first time the now standard double-blinded method. I wonder what's double-blinded method.
I don't know what that is. That is a mouthful, but obviously it's effective nonetheless.
So that means they got it twice? Just like how we got the COVID vaccine twice?
Could be. I really don't know. But that's something that we can look into.
So at one point in your life and then another point in your life, or back to back?
Possibly. Well, 1 year later, on April 12, 1955, researchers announced the vaccine was safe and effective, and it quickly became a standard part of childhood immunizations in America. So 1 year later, they announced it was safe.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, that's great. In the ensuing decades, polio vaccines would all but wipe out the highly contagious disease in the Western Hemisphere. And that's it. It's
You see, so I think we were all immunized against polio.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
Very good thing.
And we get one against COVID, we'll take it.
Eradicate that. In the late 1950s, Polish-born physician and virologist Albert Sabin, he was born in 1906 and he lived until 1993, tested an oral polio vaccine, OPV, he had created from a weakened live virus. The vaccine, easier to administer and cheaper to produce than salts, became available for use in America in the early 1960s and eventually replaced salts as the vaccine of choice in most countries.
Naturally, if it's easier to produce, if it's cheaper as well.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, it makes sense. But you realize how there was that progression.
Yeah.
It took salt to get to this point, and then somebody else developed it. And that's what I love about science anyway.
So salt started, tested started, proven to be good the next year. Up comes the next virologist and just continues.
Gone to the oral thing as well. So today, polio has been eliminated throughout much of the world due to the vaccine. However, there is still no cure for the disease, and it persists in a small number of countries in Africa and Asia. This is so unfortunate. Because I'm assuming that where it persists, it's because they don't have access to the health services that we do.
Yeah.
They probably don't have access to the funds to pay for the vaccine. So it's just another example of how fortunate we are here relative
Very
to some other
fortunate.
people elsewhere.
I just think healthcare should be of prime importance to any country. That should be the top ministry, because we need healthy people to actually have a country. Because if we have sickly people, then we have nothing.
All right, Minister of Health, and I'm going to predict this, guys. We are in 2022 now. I can't say I have 20/20 vision, so which I do, but
I'm just saying that is it. We over here encourage healthy eating. Since Isoline's commercial, every time I see those drinks,
you're talking about the sweet and sugary beverages.
The sweet and sugary, and then we have the salt, and then we're encouraged to go buy local food, and then we have the exercise. So I think we're doing pretty well over here to ensure that we have healthy divisions and petitions and everybody else that's incorporated in the two islands.
Yeah, definitely so.
Healthcare is of prime importance.
Just that polio is a thing of the past, and it says to me that as we progress, we continue, to investigate, we continue to make scientific discoveries, that we might encounter problems, but we'll be able to rectify them sooner or later with enough effort, hopefully.
No.
That's what I say, hopefully.
And thank God for humans with big brains.
I'm not necessarily sure it's the size of the brain that matters, but
big brains. Big brains. You see, if Salk never thought he could have done it, then we wouldn't have any vaccines, right?
True.
Yeah, so you see, his big brains engage somebody else to have bigger brains, and the brains just continue.
I'm going to leave that. I'm going to let that one go. Kortensia is going to talk all about the size of Salt's brain.
Big brain.
I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to go to break. We'll be back in a moment with the lady in red. See you on the other side of the break.
Where are you going? I just mopped the floor and now the chair leaving marks all over the place. Come on, go in bed, see? Sometimes I just can't take you on.
Violence is expressed in many ways. Most, unfortunately, go unreported or unaddressed for many reasons. If you or someone disabled is being abused, contact the police at 465-2241, social services at 467-1314, or the St. Kitts Nevis Association of Disabled Persons at 465-2151, 663-9077, or 663-4116. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO.
各位朋友，大家好. Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao bango.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. It is time for us to loosen up. So today, Kortensia and I are going to discuss our stances on hot takes.
I thought it was hot cakes because we're just about to get ready to eat, right? Yeah.
No, it's not cakes, it's takes. And if you didn't know, hot takes are unpopular opinions. And here are a few. Pronunciation of caramel. Is it caramel or is it caramel? Well, you heard me say caramel. Is it caramel or caramel? What's the popular way to say that?
Caramel.
Caramel. So the unpopular way to say that would be caramel.
Caramel would be more British. Can you pass me the caramel?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But no, I don't even think they say that. I think they say caramel.
Caramel.
What do you think? The caramel.
I say caramel, but
caramel,
it's interesting to me.
So what do you think the correct pronunciation is? Caramel?
Hey, is the correct pronunciation tomato or tomato? Does it matter? You know what they mean, right?
Which come first, chicken or the egg? I don't know.
There you go.
Water has taste.
Does water have taste? Water
sometimes water is
taste?
sweet, and sometimes it has this nice crisp to it, even when it comes straight from the good up water pipes.
The good up water pipes, Kortensia said. Good up water pipes.
Yeah.
Water has taste.
You gotta put some humor in there. But yeah, water has taste, don't you find? Even when it's extremely salty.
Is that not an unpopular opinion, though, to say that water has taste? Water
to some
is tasteless.
people, but we in the Caribbean know that everything has taste, and we can tell when the water is salty. We can tell when the water tastes funny. So water does have taste.
Water has taste. Okay.
What do you think?
I'll leave it there. I won't be winning any Nobel Peace Prizes for this.
Not working with me today.
To share my opinion with you. So here we go. Cheese is overrated. It doesn't have to be a part of every meal.
Yeah, I don't really like cheese. That's why I don't eat pizza.
Really?
I don't like cheese, no.
Kortensia, you're missing the best part of life.
Pizza?
What would life be like without cheese?
Good.
Can you think of a cheeseless existence? Seriously?
Yeah. Me, I'm cheesily unexisting.
You're cheese. Hang on. You're cheesily unexisting.
Yeah.
I can't think of a life without cheese. Some of my favorite meals have cheese in them. I love macaroni pie. I love the eggplant parmesan. You know, you
Look at you. Look at you.
I love Cheese is just amazing. Hey,
I
bear in
make
mind.
macaroni pie. Everybody loves my macaroni pie, but I cannot eat macaroni pie because I don't like pasta. That's the next thing too. Even if I even eat pasta, it has to be like this little bit like.
Here's the thing. If
It's
you
just too much.
know about St. Kitts and Nevis, and I learned this from an expat, by the way, that apparently our go-to quick buy in the bakeries, or even just for breakfast or whatever, is bread and cheese.
Bread and cheese, yeah,
That
for sure,
is
for
the
sure.
thing that people actually leave their houses. We leave our houses, guys, believe it or not.
Bun and
we
cheese.
go to the bakery and we ask for bread and cheese.
Bread and cheese, bun
It's
and
a thing.
cheese. So you want to tell me conditions are cheesy, huh?
Listen, I was talking to a
cheesy in a
Jamaican.
good way, not cheesy in a bad way. But cheesy in a good way. Disclaimer again. Don't want to have to call Echo, to bail me out.
Call Echo boy. I was talking to a Jamaican the other day, and she said something. Her expression was like, to express shock. She's like, bread on cheese, ma. And I'm like, bread and cheese. There it is. The universal connector.
Bread on cheese. That's a Asian thing. Oh no, cheese on bread.
Cheese on yes.
Cheese on bread.
That's what she said.
Asian, yeah.
That's
Cheese on
exactly it.
bread.
Oh my gosh. Here you go. So let's go. Special moments. Videos are obnoxious. Oh, those special moments. Hey, we're having a baby. Look at the video. This is so cool. Guys.
Obnoxious?
I'm walking my daughter down the aisle. She's putting on her dress. Oh, this is adorable. Oh my gosh. Maybe once or twice. But yeah, everybody. Do we have to share all of our special moments?
I wonder sometimes.
Do we really?
No. And then when we don't share, we're considered snobs. And then when we do share, we're considered oversharers.
Oh my God.
Or we're showing off.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. So there's no happy medium. But honestly, yeah, I don't need to see, you change your baby's diaper for the first time.
And I don't need to see the first time the dog rolls over.
Oh no, that's a good one.
Because I need to see the first time the baby rolled over, because I need to see the baby's progress. But I don't need to see the dog roll
Hey,
over.
the baby might roll over out of bed. We've been there.
We probably all rolled out of the bed already. That's babies.
I don't want to see that, man. Nuh-uh. No, special moments videos are obnoxious. Yeah, they can be.
Summer is not the best season. What? That's not true. Hot girl summer. Hot summer.
How are we talking about
Vacation
summer and we're in
summer?
the tropics? Guys, sorry. This is the debate here, because maybe this is the unpopular one. When we were talking about the seasons in St. Kitts and Nevis, and it's like, no, don't wear that because it's spring, or don't wear that because it's winter. Get lighter colors. Don't wear white after Labor Day. And I'm thinking, what are you talking about? We are in the tropics. We got one. It's hot.
We are in the tropics, but we are beginning to feel the weather of the north.
We don't have seasons, do we? Unless we have rainy
do
and dry.
have seasons.
We have. What are the seasons, Kortensia? Help me out.
Summer. Wait, let me go. Cool December, almost hot January, springtime with a little heat, extreme heat in the summer until December where we have socks time.
Are you buying this, guys? Seriously, guys, we're in the tropics. We don't have snow. The leaves don't fall off the tree.
Yes, they do. That's why we have to sweep up the
In
yard.
fall, they fall off the tree all year. But guess what? They also grow all year. Anyway.
Why you gotta take away that from me? I just wanted to have seasons. Sorry, folks. No, we have one season.
Well, they said we had two when we were in school. It's rainy and dry.
And
now
dry.
I don't know what it is with climate change because it's all over the place.
Yeah,
so, it
those
is what
two.
it is.
But in general, the seasons, we only have one major one. Summer all year long.
Guys, I'm sorry for violating the rule, okay? I wore white, and technically it was December. It was winter, and I wore white. And guess what? I'll do it again, because we don't have any seasons. That being said, I think we're done with this. We have unpopular opinions. Guess what? We're good. We're going to wrap it up.
We're done.
Yeah, we're done for now.
We're going to keep our one. We are going to be contented with our one season, let me say. Summer all year round.
Summer all year round. We'll take it. And we'll take a break, too. We'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned.
Where are you going? I just mopped the floor and now the chair leaving marks all over the place. Come on, go in bed, see? Sometimes I just can't take you on.
Violence is expressed in many ways. Most, unfortunately, go unreported or unaddressed for many reasons. If you or someone disabled is being abused, contact the police at 465-2241, social services at 467-1314, or the St. Kitts Nevis Association of Disabled Persons at 465-2151, 663-9077, or 663-4116. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO.
Self-health management refers to the measures people take to manage their own health. You and I should remember to wash hands often with soap and water, or use alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid touching your eyes, mouth, and nose. Take your temperature morning and evening. Watch for symptoms. Persons with diabetes or hypertension are reminded to take your medication regularly as prescribed. If you have no symptoms, you may carry out your normal routine and boost your immune system. When you are outside, avoid public spaces and wear a mask at all times. If you develop symptoms, put on a mask and seek medical care. Do not take public transportation. Inform the doctor of your travel history, any contact with confirmed or suspected cases, your occupation, and whether anyone around you has similar symptoms. If you become ill, please rest at home. Wear a mask and isolate yourself from others in your household. If you share a bathroom, disinfect daily using 1 part bleach to 10 parts water. Everyone must work together to reduce the spread of the coronavirus.
And we're back on Good Morning SKN. We have a very special feature today. We are joined by a drumming instructor from the Brotherhood Drummers, Siobhan Matthew. On the 1st May, the Brotherhood Drummers will be hosting a drumming school recital with the team Anke J and Anke B. Let's find out more about it. Good morning, Siobhan. Welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good. You?
I'm good, thanks.
All right.
So can you tell us about the theme of the recital and the relevance to the Brotherhood Drummers?
Well, Anke J, Anke B. Our ancestors back in Africa would say in their language the meaning. Anke J, well, J is gather, and Be is peace.
Okay.
So that's where we get djembe, and that's the name of the drum.
Okay.
So Anke J, Anke Be is bringing everybody, the whole meaning is everybody gathered together in peace. So when you hear the drums, no matter who you are, where you are, you come together, and trust me, you're gonna be happy.
I imagine that goes into the name of the association as well, because it's Brotherhood Drummers, so you are coming together.
We're coming together
for a purpose. What's that experience been like for you?
Trust me, over the years, magnificent. It taught me a lot, honestly, because I can be going through a rough time, a difficult time, no matter what it is, and from the minute we start to play that drum, that everything just goes away and just start to feel a little happy, feel lighter, feel refreshed. It's just music, just playing the drum. It's just amazing, trust me. Amazing.
Well, you're going to give us a demo at some point in this, so we're going to see if we're transported like you are to that place of great therapy.
So can you tell us, when was the Brotherhood founded?
Yeah, so we started in 2019, November 2019. So I started, well, after I finished with school, 2015, been going, had a couple jobs. Then every minute my mom or my uncle will be telling me, start teaching to drumming, start teach drumming. You got the talent, you got the skills, start. So I was like, I'm not ready. You know, I was young at the time, so I was like, I was not ready. But over the years, started working in the Department of Culture under wives who taught me when I was younger. Then I was being motivated more underneath them. I got the motivation, I got the drive, and there was this one particular guy. He was like, I need my children to start to learn how to play the drums. And every minute he was like, even if they could come by your house for 50 an hour or half an hour, and you just teach them how to drum. And I was like, okay then, this thing is getting serious. So I came up with the name Brotherhood because it was another fella and I. And that's why we came up with Brotherhood Drummers. Then we started officially in November, where we started teaching students on Saturdays.
How many students do you have?
Well, we started in 2019 with just 2. Then we got an extra 1, and now we're here till about 11 students. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
11 students and building.
So I was going to ask you if you think that drumming is a dying art. Since you work, of course, with the Department of Culture,
of course,
you probably have an interesting take on that.
Of course, it is. Djembe, African drum, it is an art. It is an art from our ancestors, especially. So when we play the drums, you know, I don't know if you ever heard about Okolo. It's an art where the dancers, the drummers, we meet, we dance and what's not. We're drumming, so it's a feeling, it's an art, it's just...
Not just an art, but is it a dying art?
A dying art? Yeah, well, obviously it's a dying art. We love it, I love it. I mean, like, I saw the culture dying, not from what you're asking me. I saw it dying where after, like, we would say, Roy taught us in school, and after we left school, we have National Youth Drum Corps, and that was it. Like, nobody drumming, right? But I love it. I felt it was a dying art. I know it's a dying art, so that's why I try to revive it and try to bring back the drumming and find drummers. Because trust me, there's a lot of talent in St. Kitts and Nevis, but it's for us to go out there and find that talent and seek it.
Yeah, well, now that you're here in a very public way, maybe some people would find you. So, Brotherhood Drummers, how do we get in touch with them?
So you can contact me at 767-7241, or we have Instagram at the Brotherhood Drummers, or we have Facebook also, the Brotherhood Drummers.
So do you go into schools and educate children, or do you have like camps where they can come and learn to drum so that we don't have it as a dying art, it can continue to be a living one?
Well, apart from workshops and what's not, I haven't started that as yet. Going into school, we do that at Department of Culture. Right? So Brotherhood Drummers, really, we do that on the weekends, where those who don't have access to drumming, it's not everybody. We go, so we go to Dr. William Connors, we go to the school, and not everyone have the opportunity to drum. So those who don't have the opportunity, that's where we come on weekends now, and we do some drumming.
Okay.
All right, we've had guest appearances. Fallon's Masquerade.
Yes.
Creative Soul. Blessed and
Blessed.
Blessed, the saxophonist, right? And Nietzsche B. Hey, not so much a dying art because you're there in public backing them up. What's that experience like?
Well, with the Masquerade, I dance Masquerade from since I'm 9 years old.
Okay.
So, and we're in the community where the Masquerade is from. So I said to myself, how can I have this recital and not have the Masquerade where I started to, my culture experience. So I asked them to be there. That's a go. Nietzsche B, that's an icebreaker. Him and I have a good relationship. I mean, I did icebreaker, the movement here and there, and plus, he's a magnificent artist himself, all right? Blessed is a saxophonist. We played together sometimes. Amazing and creative soul dancers. Top off the show.
So, rhythm, drum, no matter the genre, no matter the vibe, the drum lives on.
Yeah.
Great.
Anywhere.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, but we'll be back in a moment to speak with you more on the other side of it. And perhaps you can get the sounds lingering to see if we can experience them. What are you doing?
I'm starting it.
She's not representative of what you do, right? We're just going to put that disclaimer out there right now.
I'm going to teach her.
Yes, you can teach her. You can teach her when we come back. More Good Morning SKN in a moment. Stay tuned.
Has anyone ever touched you here, or here? Well, these are actually bad touches, not good ones. And so, if anyone ever touches you in these areas or anywhere else that makes you uncomfortable, you must say no, then go and tell. Say it with me. Say no, then go and tell.
This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with Probation and Child Protection Services, the Ministry of Health, and the Pan American Health Organization.
The continued fight against COVID-19 requires the continued practice of public health measures across all sectors and in every community. Frequent and proper hand washing, wearing face masks, and physical distancing. Do you know who is not physical distancing? The Aedes aegypti mosquito. Let's avoid overloading our healthcare systems. This means simultaneously protecting yourselves and your loved ones from all disease, including mosquito-borne illness like dengue fever, Zika, and chikungunya viruses. Did you know that dengue is the most common mosquito-borne viral disease in the world? So let's get to work. Use window and door screens to keep mosquitoes out. Change the water in vases and scrub inside surfaces to remove mosquito eggs. Avoid using saucers with potted plants to prevent collection of water. Securely cover water barrels and drums with mosquito netting and properly fitted covers. Scrub the inside walls of water barrels and drums with detergent 1 to 2 times per week. Walk around the outside of your home and remove or overturn containers that can collect water and become breeding sites. Mosquitoes only need a small amount of water to lay their eggs. Remove unwanted cans, bottles, buckets, or used tires. Other items still in use must be properly stored in covered areas to avoid water settling in them. Clean roof gutters and air conditioner trays. Debushing and removing tall grass from around your home or establishment is also key to reducing mosquito populations. To decrease your risk of being bitten by infected mosquitoes, use proven personal protective methods too. Apply an effective mosquito repellent to exposed areas of skin according to manufacturer's instructions. Wear light-colored long pants and shirts while outdoors in the early morning and late afternoons. Further, protect vulnerable family members like pregnant women, children, the elderly, and persons who are unwell by using mosquito nets to sleep or rest, even during the day. Fight the bite and protect yourself and your family too from mosquito-borne diseases. This message is brought to you by the Pan American Health Organization, Office for Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean countries.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We are continuing our discussion with drummer extraordinaire Siobhan Matthew. Okay, drumming instructor of the Brotherhood Drummers. So, let's talk about it. We're speaking about the upcoming, and I hope I say this right, I don't even want to say it wrong, the NKJ, NKB,
yes.
Got it, let me try it again. NKJ, NKB Drumming School Recital.
Yes.
All right. So, did you choose the drum or did the drum choose you?
I guess the drum finds me.
I love that. It's
like, I'm thinking, let me think.
It was, the drum found me, I should say rather.
Okay.
Then I accepted it.
Oh, okay.
We were talking a little while ago and we said, you know what, we can't be going through Caribbean schools, well, St. Kitts and Nevis schools, without at least on some level experiencing drumming. So it's part of our culture. Maybe it's changed now because people are more concerned about the furniture. Sorry, guys. But when we were in school and we used to have, you know, those morning assemblies where we're singing songs and so on, and you can relate to that, I'm sure.
Yes.
You don't have a drum in front of you, but you do have a desk. You do have your hands, and you start to put that rhythm together, and it used to be a competition between the different classes. Did you have that?
Yes.
As to who can make more noise, who can be more vibrant, who has the sweeter sound.
What we used to do also in school, turn over the chairs, there's some iron, you know, the iron. And we got 2 pen, or we get a broomstick, we split it in 2, and that's it, with him. The drumming.
And you get the different sounds too.
Yes.
So Siobhan, when and where will the recital be held?
So the recital is this upcoming Sunday, the 1st of May, 2022, right? It's gonna be at Dr. William Connor Primary School, and we start at 5. Why we choose that venue? Over the years, we practice there. So I said to myself, the first recital should be there at Dr. William Connor Primary.
Deep.
Okay, that's great. I love that you bring it back home. Where can tickets be purchased?
So the tickets, you can contact me, right, at same number, 767-7241. Or you can call me there, or you can call Department of Culture, or contact me on Facebook, Brotherhood Drummers, or Instagram, Brotherhood Drummers. And you could ask about the tickets.
All right, great. Sorry, guys, if you're watching overseas, you're missing out. That's why it's great to be in St. Kitts and Nevis.
Yes. Also, the tickets are $20 for adults, and children under 12 and under is $10. 6 and under is absolutely free.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Any plans to live stream it or any future events?
Nah, maybe upcoming events.
Maybe upcoming.
No,
great.
yeah.
All right, we're looking out for the ones in the diaspora. We got you covered.
We're looking out.
So we got a demo. I was tinkering after Kortensia did whatever Kortensia did before we went to break. You see, she's back at it. And you gave me a rhythm that I suppose would be the foundation. You also said that this is a master drum.
Yeah. So so we have, well, both of them are djembe drums, right? But one is tuned higher, have a high pitch than the other, which is that, right? So djembe, it's a rope tuned drum. So it's a non-stretch rope or parachute rope. This is the shell, and we have goat skin. And there are 3 rings, one you can see here, and 2 under the skin. You can't see. Okay, so what we have here, we have the diamonds. Sorry, we have diamonds where the more diamonds you put in, pull down the skin, tighter the skin gets, right? Not all the gems can be like this, the same. All right, so this is a higher pitch, and we have a lower pitch over here, right? More depth. Okay,
so less diamonds, more depth?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah, so the djembe, how we play it, we sit forward in our chair. So let's go. We're gonna do a little thing.
Drum this way?
You're gonna jump. You put it between your legs, lean a little forward. Yeah. So
let me give him a little space, so he can become the professional that he desires to become.
So djembe, on this surface, we have about 5 tones. I'm gonna give you the 3 basic ones, which is bass. Right? We have tone, where your top half of your hand play here, right? And we have solo. Right? Together this sound. We put all of them together.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna interact with you where you play something for me.
Okay.
All right? So we're gonna go. You're gonna be at my recycle on Sunday.
I think I have a long way to go yet. This is.
You got it.
So, hey, you know what? No, you gotta take a turn for Kortensia. Come on.
I'm not wearing the right attire for
You don't
this.
hold it between. Just do it.
Oh,
That's all you gotta do. I'm putting you on the spot now.
Just hold it, yeah. Just play right there.
Okay, so it was
bass, tone.
Oh,
you have to watch it. You have to watch him. Yeah.
So it's
bass in here. Nice. Good job.
Guys, if Kortensia can do it, anybody can do it.
Anybody can do it.
Jamie has just been out for me this week, and I'm gonna accept all the hazing. Jamie, thank you.
You know what? You're wearing red
Thank you
today.
for the lesson.
You match too. You know what I mean? So this is like
Brother and
brother and sister,
sisterhood.
the
Look at
sisterhood of
this,
drama.
yeah.
You're the honorary brother. All right. All right. So this is a whole lot of fun. You mentioned workshops before, Siobhan. So what are some of the things that your students do at workshops?
So we learn how to disassemble the drum and put it back up, in terms of taking down the drum, pulling out all the ropes, taking off the skin, because the skin can be changed.
Oh, really?
Right?
Okay.
So the skin, it can tear or burst or whatever. All right? So what we can do, we go to the abattoir, when they're butchering female goats, when we get female goat skin. Because the
Strength
female,
of a woman, huh? Strength of a woman.
Yeah. Normally when the skin expanded from being
Babies,
pregnant,
pops back in, right?
So we
Snap back.
we take the skin from the goat and we shave it, we skin it, the flesh from on the inside.
And your students learn all of this?
Yeah, and we sun it, stretch it out on the board, sun it, and we replace it, shave the hair off of it, and place it on the drum. Those kind of things we do at the workshops, and we obviously teach them how to drum.
So thank you, Mama Goat.
Siobhan, thank you so much. This has been truly a remarkable experience for me. First time I'm drumming, and you captured it on air, drumming like this anyway. Djembe.
So guess what? You're a star.
Oh, wow. You heard it here first, guys.
Jamie's a star. Let me drums.
And my sister's star is right next to me.
Both of you, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
He thinks that you're part of him because you're wearing the same thing.
I know.
So actually, she thought you.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I like the disclaimers. We're just having a disclaimer day. I love it. I love it. I love it.
All right, guys. We're going to be back in a moment. Stay tuned.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
As a hypertensive patient, in my home, I reduce salt intake by not adding salt during the preparation of my food, not having a salt shaker on my table, limiting the consumption of salty snacks, and choosing products with low sodium content. That's why I am salt smart.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
For dinner. Let me just check the amount of sodium in this can. Oh no, this is too much. Let me try our next option. They did say it's healthy to consume less salt. This is much better. I am salt smart.
That's you, Jeremy?
It is time to have some more fun. No, not just some fun, some more fun. I don't know how we're going to top that last segment, but we're going to try. We are geared up and ready to have more fun. We actually have some buzzers right here beside us, and we're going to be playing Guess That Flag.
That flag.
Ooh, I sense a humiliating experience coming on. But we'll see.
A flag will appear on the screen, and we have 3 chances before we can guess which country that flag represents. So we have 3 chances to guess.
3 chances to press the buzzer, or we just go 1, 2, 3. That's it? Yeah, in sequence?
Okay,
all right.
So let's play.
So we're gonna play. Guys at home, if you are rooting
play along with us. Guess that flag. Yeah, guess that flag.
Here we go.
Guess that flag.
Egypt. Ethiopia.
Is it Mauritius? It cannot be Greece. Oh my gosh.
Ethiopia.
Solomon Islands? Oh wow.
Booby Island.
Argentina.
I know it doesn't have its own flag, guys. Argentina.
Man,
The sunshine made me think of pyramids.
Listen, I used to know all the flags. I'm so of me.
Round 2. Disclaimer, I know Booby Island doesn't have its own flag,
Boy,
okay?
it doesn't.
Right.
Bahamas.
What was that?
Bahamas.
No, I think it was a little bit of an earthquake. I don't know. What do you think? The drop cover hold off for a while. Barbados. If I missed this, something would be wrong with me.
I didn't buzz it fast enough.
Well, that's what you do. No, thank you. No cheating. No cheating.
We've just been told, don't even try that. That is not allowed.
No cheating. All right, so we're waiting to see. We're tied now.
We are going to untie that tie, Jamie, like your shoelaces. We are not having that. We are not having
My
this.
shoelaces are tied, by the way. Thank you to my younger cousin Khalil. I learned how to tie shoelaces. Not yours, but my own.
But do you know, I think there are 192 flags, or there could be more to match 192 countries. I used to know all these flags. I cannot believe
So this
I've lost
competition
my
right
touch.
away is already skewed. You see that? This is the
I've lost
unfair
my
advantage.
touch, obviously, or else I would have had 2 there.
Did you get it back with the drumming? Oh, so we're waiting to see. Are we going to settle for the tie? You think the earthquake left things, a little unsettled?
Yeah, shaky, yeah.
All right, so
they're trying to
this is the part
settle
where
it.
Barbados, there you go, 2.
No, don't even. That is what we would like to call Germany.
You got it.
No?
No. Let's try Chile.
Not Germany?
I'll try Chile.
It's not Chile. I know the country. It's not Germany. It's not Chile. It's not. Oh my God. Africa?
Zimbabwe.
Oh my gosh. I know this. I know this. Belgium. That's what? Next to Russia. Next to Germany.
But you didn't press.
No,
Oh, the
no,
answer
we didn't
came
get
up.
it. Yeah, the answer came up. Yeah.
Ah, I didn't see that.
But
The
I know
answer
it was
came up.
something very
Yeah,
close.
close. Yeah, you got it. You were in the ballpark.
Yeah.
You were in the ballpark. All right.
But I got knocked out.
You got knocked out.
So far. Wow.
We're gonna kick this one out of the way.
You know, a lot of countries have the same flags, but the colors are turned in a different way.
Yeah, they have the same colors. And it's a little. The orientation is different.
Yeah. And some of them just put on, like Argentina just put on a little sunshine to let us know it's Argentina, and then whereas another country might have that same flag with just the colors.
Listen,
Yeah.
all I want to see is a St. Kitts and Nevis flag. Can I see that?
That would be cheating. That
No,
flag
it
should
wouldn't
not be
be.
part of the competition today. Brazil?
Of course, that's Brazil. Everybody knows that one. If for no other reason but football.
Football, yes.
Yes, we know Brazil.
Canada.
Canada, eh? I get the extra point, don't I? I said A. Eh?
I said it first. Oh
No. I said A. Sorry,
You
guys.
don't get the extra
Standing
point.
vote.
Ooh, I should not have buzzed in, but I think that is. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Ooh. No, I'm lost for this one.
Colombia?
No. That's not Colombia. Angora?
Venezuela? Oh, now it's
Chile.
What is going on with me? I'm missing up on the Charles for Ray Charles and the Chile.
The Republic of China?
Yeah, you got it.
She's quick. Venezuela? Ooh la la, I know this one. Ukraine?
Mozambique?
No. Istanbul? Colombia!
This is the part where I delay what I'm going to say until the next one comes up, okay?
Huh?
So that means, based on my record, Mozambique should be next.
Dominica? Haiti? Dominican Republic? They mix, those two flags mix me up all the time.
Dominican Republic. Got it. Thank you.
But
You
I did
didn't
say
buzz.
Dominican Republic. Oh, I didn't buzz. Aww.
France.
Give me back my macaroon. Germany. See, it's turned the other way for
Yeah,
Belgium.
I see it. I see it. Yeah.
I just-
So you were close.
Kenya.
Is that Kenya, guys? All right. Let's go with Nigeria.
Ethiopia.
Mozambique. I'm going to say Mozambique now.
Botswana.
Ghana.
Oh, dude.
We could be here all day saying these names.
Oh my gosh. Guyana, of course.
Hey, give me the next one, please. Let's make it fair now.
Ooh la la. Belarus.
No.
Ooh la la.
Norway.
Angora. India, yes, cricket. I'm ashamed. And the IPL is going on. Oh, I see the flag all the time.
Look at you.
Red and white. I don't know.
For a second, I thought that was a country. Red and white, I don't know.
It's a country. Wait, it's a country. Wait, we'll get it. We'll get it. Solomon
Sweden?
Islands? No.
Sweden. Norway.
Poland.
Scandinavia. I don't know.
Palaska.
Indonesia.
The Lord's birthplace, Israel. Oh my gosh.
Andorra.
Wait.
Angola.
Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur.
Italy. Bellissimo.
Oh, the pasta. Lord.
Don't ask how I got that. This is oh boy.
Jamie has some friends.
This is like a football match. I'm losing terribly, guys. Jamaica. I buzzed first. I got that point. Let me see. That is not fair. This is not fair. You're already winning.
I thought.
Guys, don't let her stall you. I have limited time here. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. Say it. Japan. The Maldives. Ooh la la. Somewhere in a country that used to fight with spear. And a shield. And wait, Tongo. Oh my gosh, don't tell me. Botswana.
I have nothing. Kenya.
No, it shows up.
Kenya.
See, I should have remembered that. Running in the yeah. See, Kenya. Yeah.
Wow.
That should be Ethiopia.
Greece?
No, Greece is blue and white.
So there you go. I don't know.
It's an African country. Nigeria. Look at that.
Look at that.
No, I didn't get it. They put it up. They were sorry for us.
Turkey?
Now that's Ethiopia. Istanbul.
Pakistan?
Oh gosh, cricketers. Ooh, I hope Randy's not watching that. That is, oh my gosh, Estonia. It's not Estonia? Okay.
Lithuania. I'm gonna go with you there. I don't know.
It's not, is Ukraine? Romania.
Romania. Okay.
Okay. Sweden.
Greenland.
Arno.
Russia. Russia.
Oh my gosh. St. Vincent.
And the Grenadines. St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
He put on Anne. That's Ethiopia. No, Andorra. Oh my gosh. Angola.
Ivory Coast.
Africa. South Africa. Oh man. Taiwan. Oh my God, I'm ashamed. It's not Taiwan. It's not Japan. It is not.
Singapore?
No. Indonesia. No, it's not Indonesia. I know that flag. Don't put it up yet. Seoul, North Korea, South Korea, West Korea, all of Korea.
All the Korea. Pick one.
North Korea. South Korea. Oh my God. See, I said all the Koreas.
All the Koreas. All the Koreas.
Oh, that is the lovely, that's the lovely country of Spain. Mr. Nadal's country.
I'm terrible at flags.
This flag happens to be, I know it, a tennis place from there. No, that's not Andorra. Oh my gosh. Go ahead, Jamie.
That's not an answer. I don't know. Angola. No, I got nothing, guys. Sweden. Now you bring it up.
No, you.
I play this game ahead of time, right? So you guys got to sync with me.
Yeah.
I say everything before it pops up.
Yeah. At least I said all the Korea, South, North, East, West, South Korea.
North, South, East, West. Yeah, you did well. 12. Give it to
I told you, I used to know the flags. So now I'm going to go home and I'm going to go back in my flag book. So should we ever play this game again, guess who's going to win again and get them all correct this time?
It is so great that we never play a game twice. Is it not, guys? This is so cool. We never play a game twice. And we don't even know what the games are, which is why this is totally cool. You did well.
Well, I hope our viewing audience got all correct and did way better than us. What do you think?
I'm guessing that, like me, they struggled to get 8.
That's
Some
good.
of you probably got 3.
At least we are refreshing our memories and we know what.
Refreshing our memories? This was like a guess. This was like the lotto to me. Seriously. I did not know this stuff, so I couldn't refresh what I don't know. All right? Here's what I do know. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned.
各位朋友，大家好. Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here. Morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao bang oh.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
You can lower your salt intake by reducing salty foods, removing table salt, and using salt alternatives when cooking.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
And we're back with the final segment here on Good Morning SKN, where we let you know what's happening. So today, there will be an IP conference for young entrepreneurs. The Intellectual Property Office of St. Kitts and Nevis is hosting an IP for young entrepreneurs session on this today. It is going to be this evening, I should say, the 26th April at the National ICT Center from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Many adult entrepreneurs say that they wish they They learned about intellectual property earlier in their careers. I wish I did too. So guess what? The National IP Office is hosting this session just for children, as the youth are the focus of this year's World IP Day. Entrepreneurs under 18 years old and a parent or guardian are invited to attend this IP session. To find out if registration is still open, visit the Intellectual Property Office of St. Kitts and Nevis Facebook page.
Wow, great. And here's what else we have. There is an autism webinar. The Center for the Holistic Advancement of Therapeutic Services, in collaboration with the St. Kitts Spectrum Services Center, is hosting another, it's hosting rather third and final webinar for its Autism Education and Adulthood series. The topic is, quote, supporting the transition from adolescence to adulthood, a personal and professional perspective. And that will be tonight at 6 p.m. The webinar will be hosted via Zoom, and you have to register to attend. So to find out more about the registration process, visit the Facebook page at, and I'll spell it out for you, Chats Antigua, CHATSANTIGUA. All right? And that's it. And that's what's happening. And we are going to recap what happened so far. I guess you got your motivation today because you're wearing red, right? And you learned that we can't sing the song, so I can't even sing Lady in Red.
Lady in Red.
There you go again. Oh, that's your own version of Lady in Red. I see what you're doing.
Hello. I cannot say I didn't learn anything today from Echo. They had me dumbfounded at some point because I'm like, huh? So we could get in trouble? This is all. So when I'm seeing these big shows being put on now, I know that the promoters have to now obtain a license before they can have the shows. I did not know that before. I just thought you can just be a promoter and just do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that's the thing about being integrated, being part of, treaties and all these other things that we sign on to. Yeah, you got to represent. Besides, if you think about it, from the perspective of a creative, your product is being used globally, so you ought to reap the benefits of that. That's the advantage. That's the advantage for us.
I'm sitting and I'm thinking, and I now understand what they meant when they say carry your own key, because you cannot be sued for not sounding like the artist when you sing karaoke.
Karaoke, carry your own key. Guys, this is from somebody who actually sings, okay?
Yeah, but now I understand the meaning of karaoke. I learned that today. Look at that. So that they won't be sued, because you cannot sing the song like the artist.
You know what else you learned? You learned how to drum, Kortensia. Finally, guys, after going through school,
But I know how to drum.
What did you do?
I danced to drums.
You danced to drums. Were you one of those people who was hitting the desk like we talked about with Siobhan?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
We all had those days.
Well, not all of us, but yeah, I had those days. Fun days.
So we all had those days. I am sure the younger crew in here can say they probably played a rhythm or two on their desk at school.
Or two. They're like, oh, we heard the voice. We see some faces like, or two, well, more than that.
You know.
Yeah, it's part of our culture, so that was good.
Yeah, rhythm is part of the world.
Yeah, and Siobhan is a young guy.
Yeah.
And to see that he's involved in that because of Royd Phipps in part, that's great. Because we interviewed Royd, I think, back in December.
Okay.
It was for culture. It was really cool. Yeah. And he's been at this for a long time, even though his face belies his age. Yes, he's been at this for a long time indeed.
He has found the fountain of youth. I have to ask him the next time I see him.
Indeed. So this show, hey guys, I don't know what's going on. Yesterday we had fun. Today we had, let me coin a word here.
Today was more a sensitization.
It was funner. That's
it was
my
funner
word.
when it came down to the flags.
Can I trademark that?
Me beating Jamie.
Funner.
But to me, today's show was more about sensitizing the public and myself, because I was like, what?
Yeah, you were blown away by what you learned, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I like the FBI references, because really Vanal Doreen looked like that, representing Echo and Grace along with her. And they're doing things behind the scenes that we don't know that they do that are so important indeed. So, great.
Because I see them all the time and I always wonder what they do, but now I definitely know what they do.
Yeah. And what we do every day is that we wake up to have fun with you. Hey. Yeah.
Plenty fun. And me, I wake up every day to be in competition with my co-host.
Yeah. I believe that. Do you believe that, guys? Go back, check the footage on YouTube. Check it out. You realize that Kortensia is actually very competitive.
Yesterday, he lost to me, and today again, he lost to me. I just love it.
Is that true? Is that how you recollect yesterday?
Yes, myself and Mikey beat out.
Oh, I forgot that was yesterday.
We beat you yesterday.
Yeah.
We whipped you
sorely. You see how competitive she is, guys? So what are you going to do for me tomorrow? Tomorrow, if we have to play a game again, then yeah, don't worry. I know who I can talk to about the games that we play.
I have a friend, and I know she'll work in my favor.
Oh boy, here we go. This is how we are now. We're segregating our crew here. We can't do that. There's no way we're going to do that. Segregating the crew.
Listen, I even got Kurt in my corner. We're
you
family.
You got Kurt Cardi in your corner. I see. Okay.
We are family.
I'm going to look for Jaime. All right. So today was definitely fun. It was engaging. I wish that we had more time to speak with the crew at Echo, but definitely we'll be back because there's so much. I remember when they were leaving, I was asking them about the implications for photography, for instance, because we have, a photographer in our midst, we have videographers here, etc., and writers even. So there's so much to learn and so much we can benefit from knowing.
Oh, wow. Plenty. That's why I love Good Morning SKN. It really sensitizes the public to things that we are not aware of, things that are not discussed in an open forum. Yeah. We just think, everything goes when everything don't go.
I'm gonna give you a cue, right? We gotta make sure the boss is listening. So guys, listening? On cue. Action. Say that again. I'm joking.
I'm gonna beat him up.
You said that's why
I'm gonna beat him up.
Good morning.
Yeah, but that is why we love. I'm sure the viewing public would say that is exactly why they love Good Morning SKN.
Oh,
because it sensitizes you to what you were not aware of. It sensitizes you to what is happening, what is about to happen, and then you also have two lovely hosts that
really
make your mornings.
I'm sorry. Where's the other one?
You know what?
I know you're one.
I am going to get me a new co-host. Kurt, do you want to fill in?
Listen, all I want to know is based on what you said.
Kurt says no.
Based on what you said, if it is true that Good Morning SKN is doing all of these things, then we want to hear from you.
Yes.
And there are ways for you to do that. Of course, you can reach out to us at Studio 327 Inc. That's very easy. So you can remember, of course, I'm reminding you to follow us on our social media platforms. So we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok. We are available at Studio 327 Inc. That's our handle. So like, subscribe, follow, share, but also more than that, what Kortensia said.
We always ask you every day to leave us a comment and tell us what topics and guests you would like to see next.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, I don't like leaving.
Well, then you don't have to say that. You just say that you'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's all you got to say. So
tomorrow morning, Wednesday at 8 a.m.
You sure it's Wednesday?
Yes, tomorrow's Wednesday. When we wake up and start our mornings with you.
We don't call it Wednesday though.
Hump day. Over the hump. Tomorrow's over the hump.
Guys, can I get my camel? I'm putting it here today, okay? I want a camel on a stick. I want to put it up when we start the show, when we say hump day tomorrow.
So somebody print out a camel on a stick and give it to Jamie so he can have the camel humping across.
We're going to hump away from you right now, though.
Hump day tomorrow at 8 a.m. right here on Good Morning SKN. Thank you for watching, guys.
Bye-bye, guys.
Have a great day now.